The scripture that I've quoted so many times that most of you should know by heart, Zechariah 12:10, they shall look upon him whom they've pierced, they shall mourn for him. There's a second part to that scripture, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. That tells you of a time when the perpetual desolation and punishment will stop. But it is not over. When people say, the fulfillment of prophecy with the founding of Israel in 1948, I have no idea what you're talking about, because people want to conflate and force things, saying this is that. No, it is not. Because, as I've said before, that land and the people in it are bookmarkers, just to keep the land. The land must be preserved as such to make this last part, the last chapter of our world, actually come to pass. But do not be mistaken, the people in the land, please go look at a modern study, the demographics and the study of the people currently living in the land of Israel, and it is a very small percentage that are practicing Jews living in Israel. They're secular Jews in name only, like we have Christians in name only. They're Jews in name only. So you tell me how people in name only have any power for God to do anything. They don't. They are flesh pots walking around with a label. That's all. Make no mistake about it. And what is in this book, people talk about the founding of Israel. Do not mix the two up. Too many people who there are scriptures that prophetically reference a specific territory, a specific land at a specific time, and even the time is off. Now, was the founding of the place marker Israel predicted in this book? Yes. But its permanent and final undoing of the desolation, that has not happened yet. And all you've got to do is look, that has been a land since its founding, all right, before 1948, occupied for hundreds of years by other people. The founding of Israel as a state and its statehood brings about they're small eruptions of war. And there have been chunks of peace, but you're not really talking about full peace when you look at just what the fight and the issue is today, for example, in that land. So it's important to understand there are a lot of people who wax and pontificate about prophecy, blah, 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 and they just like to spew out things. Ask them to back up that prophecy, because what they quote cannot be applied to Israel right now, just due to the fact of what's going on there and the people that inhabit the land.
To this house, magnify the Lord, lift up holy hands, our hearts in one accord, worship and bow down before Him.